Alright gang, welcome back to our 100% playthrough. Here we are in the factory, the last level of the game. So now we're going to go through a romp of the factory, go destroy some enemies, fight a bunch of bosses. It'll be a good time. Bosses are kind of the main event of this whole thing. But there are some things to do along the way, some treasure chests and stuff. And just like that, there's our final hidden chest of the game. We did not need that mushroom at all, because we have taken no damage and fought nothing. But hey, that's fine. And Mario's, well, not ultimate weapon, second, penultimate weapon, that's the word, the Ultra Hammer. It's not as strong as Lazy Shell, but you also don't have to do anything to find it, it's just right here. So, one of those things that's going to rot in our inventory until the end of time. And here we have our favorite boss, Countdown. Just remember, if you want to get the most bang for your buck, get the most money out of this guy you can, defeat the dinglings first. Start by flashing that guy. Okay, I was thinking, did I bring anything to restore FP? I did. Cool. Throw some bombs. And the clock is weak against jump. I mean, if I got 100 here, I might kill him in one hit, but... yeah, let's just do it. Whatever. Watch it, dinglings. I don't understand why time to play means using ice attacks, but that seems to be the thing that happens. Keep us topped off, princess. Yes, perfect choice. Alright, 50%'s not bad. Fair enough. Heal yourself. Can't say I blame you for that. Okay, we're almost out of juice here. Nice. That should come in handy. Maybe we should start jumping on the dinglings instead, so we don't accidentally kill the clock. Nice. Time for a break, huh? Alright, now for the other dingling. fully recover. Well, not quite. I may have mentioned this one before, but there's this weird quirk with the game where, for some reason, enemies using recover spells, recover and mega recover, like, hard codes them to skip their next turn. I don't know why, but that is a thing. Notice how he didn't do anything? Skipped his turn. And there we go. And we got our money. Not that we really need money for much of anything at this point. Alright, we're 6 minutes in, and we have beaten our first boss. Not too bad. Like a billion more to go. Why don't we let the others have some time in the sun? Toadstool and Geno tend to be my final team, but let's let the others have a go at it. Who are those handsome guys? Whee! Alright, there's some chests down here. Flower and a mushroom. For some reason the gate is filled with mushrooms, but at really bad times. Like there's a mushroom after a boss fight, where we just got healed anyway. There's a mushroom down below, right next to this other mushroom. Yeah, sure, let's fight some guys. See what the factory has to offer. Thankfully, these are much easier to time than super jumps. The window of timing is much more generous. Nice. Malo picking up Geno's mantle. Let's fight Mac. Let's see the bosses. See the sights while we're here. Ha, wow. One hit, huh? Yeah, so that was Mac. Bless his heart, he tried. He was here, man. Gotta get to level 30 anyway, right? So we're just getting some good experience. Can I lure you? Nice. I talk about getting to level 30 and getting a ton of experience, and then immediately use the thing that doesn't give me any experience. Nice drill claw. I like that you give more experience than the boss fight, Mac. We might actually need this at some point. Will we? I don't know. I don't think we'll need the sleepy bomb. At this point in the game, the difficult enemies can't really be put to sleep. I think this is just a max mushroom, right? Yeah, I don't care about that. I'm on the absolute edge of the screen here. Do some precision jumping over these guys. Don't start with Valor up, I haven't even attacked you yet. Alright, this is how we're gonna play it. It is interesting that Malo gets the ultimate star attack. Seems like that would be a Geno thing to get. I like this little shuffle they're doing here. The Axem shuffle. Do we want to fight a Bowyer? Yeah, we'll fight a Bowyer. Real impressive, big shot. The odd thing is, with these machine-made versions, they don't really beef up their stats much, if at all. So they're really not that hard to beat. Oh man, no items, huh? That's okay, I can still punch you. And there you go. Keep up the good work, team. No more hidden chests. That's only in the other room that looks exactly like this. Yeah, let's go heal. And I believe that's the last flower chest in the game. So everything else is just flower jars and tabs at this point. Okay. So this... Yaridovich is the only one of these guys that you're forced to... Okay, might as well start using these, right? Not really gonna have another excuse to use them. Do you get healed after the battles? After this? I think you do. So that should be fine. Okay. Yeah, Yaridovich is the only one of these guys you're forced to fight, of the machine-made bosses. Still weak against thunder, which is cool. Nice. Bowser. Bowser too tanky. There we go. Yaridovich is usually my preferred method of grinding once I'm actually trying to grind. He's 60 experience, which is pretty good. And Once you kind of get in the groove and your team is strong enough, he's pretty easy to beat. Mario, get this guy. Cloaker and Domino. Cloaker is the physical attack-based one. Domino is the magic attack-based one. What's interesting is these guys are both mentioned in some of the developer notes, like the pre-release stuff that you can find on websites like the Cutting Room Floor. And what's interesting is these two guys are highlighted, and there's some text under it that says something like, Choice Boss. So from the very beginning, it was going to be, you have to choose one of these two to beat, and then the other would attack you accordingly. Yeah, let's defeat Domino this time, sure. Nice. Prince's lesser-known album, HP Rain. Alright, that joke might have been reaching a little bit. These guys can hit hard once we're in phase 2, so let's keep ourselves healed. What happened to the rest of the cloud? Yeah, these two enemies are very big graphically, so this fight actually kind of pushes the Super Nintendo to its limit a bit. That's why there's a slight amount of lag in this fight, and also why part of HP Rain's cloud was cut off. The game is doing its best, guys. I don't like where this is going. Put your dukes up. This is annoying. All three of my allies are slightly injured. Would have been nice if I could have just had one ally to heal. But that's okay. We do what we can. Ow. No time like the present. Now, if you defeat the snake, the boss on top, in this case Cloaker, will come along with it. But you can also opt to beat the boss separately. Makes it a little easier. Not bad for not being able to see, like, 90% of that. By the time we're done with this guy, he'll be seeing stars. I know you guys are here for the bad jokes. Don't pretend you're not. Nice. The fact that he stopped moving means he's now disabled. Now we can focus on the snack. That does some solid damage. And so does that. Turnabout is fair play. Let's heal Mario. I don't remember how much HP this guy has. We might need to use a maple syrup, but that's fine. Get him, boys. Bash his head in with some symbols. Alright, fine, we'll use this. There we go. Alright, there's another one down. Bowser, keep doing what you do best, buddy. Princess, you're doing great. Alright, now to the actual factory portion of the factory. And here we fight our next group of villains, middle management. There's a clerk, a manager, and a director. Nintendo has been teaching us since the 90s that the real enemy was capitalism. Wait, 199? Really? I think these guys have 200 HP each. Oh well, this gives me an excuse to do this. Come on, me. You can do this. We're almost at the end of the game. We gotta get these jumps in. Let's get rid of his lackeys. Oh. I've been bonked. I can do better than that. Hopefully. These guys have a weird timing hitbox. Alright, I've got one flower tab left, and I need 2 flowers. It's a good thing we still have that one flower on Booster Hill. I might do that, honestly. Never thought I'd have to do the entirety of Booster Hill for one flower, but here we are. I guess I could always just do Mushroom Boy, get Flower Tab that way, but hey. It's good, good continuity, I guess. I had mentioned that earlier in the game. I appreciate this small cutscene establishing you press the button to activate the crane, because that's what you have to do to get to Smithy's room. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we have plenty of room for Toad's little present. How on earth did Toad get here, do you think? I like to think maybe he somehow found his way to Nimbus Land and the bus driver just took him to Exor, so he walked through the mouth that we already defeated. But even then, he's still got to get through the entirety of the factory, which seems rough. But good old Toad, he has some items for you here at a discount. It's I think, a 50% discount? Yeah, a 50% discount on what these things normally cost. I mean, at this point in the game, I think a froggy drink is pretty worthless, but thanks anyway, Toad. And then he actually gives you 2 rock candies there, I think. Does he? Am I making that up? Maybe it is just 1. I don't remember. I don't remember how many we have. I know when he gives you the red essences in Nimbus Land, which we still have to do, by the way, he does give you 2. The weapons we manufacture will be... just think of it. Yeah. Wow. Bowser has to face his worst fear, being ignored. Poor guy. Alright, let's use the Lamb's Lure on these guys, and then you can see the thing. The error message. Just bringing back memories. The error message from my first video that I released about this game. I guess that wasn't that long ago. Like a year ago. Welcome to the team. Yep. When you use a Lamb's Lure on those guys, they're kind of out of the battle, but also kind of not really out of the battle. And the game doesn't really know how to handle that when they're trying to summon them back to the battle. So it gives that error message. I don't know why it's so hard to time against these guys. There's just something weird about the way they bob up and down. Keep on trying, buddy. Nice. It's getting the whole team to level 20. Like the moon over the day, my genius and brawn are lost on these fools. Haiku. I like this bro moment that these two have right here. Meltdown? Does that mean that they'll put us in one of those, like, big molten crucible things they have in factories? Oops. I didn't mean to do that. That's not gonna do anything. Except make him mad. Alright. Bring you back. Sorry, bud. Alright, for real. Now let's start getting rid of these guys. You didn't like that, huh? Goodness, this guy needs to calm down. Alright, I guess before we worry about doing super jumps on his head, let's just worry about getting rid of his hammers. That Spritz bomb packs quite a punch. Hey, the flock is full. Great timing, since we're kind of like at the end of the game. Okay, sheep attack. It's like the lamb's lure, except it does all the enemies except just one. But there was only one left we could use it on, so there you go. Ugh, Valor up. Your defense was already high enough, but... as was your attack power, honestly. I don't suppose you're weak against this? Eh. Go world. Trying to summon hammers that no longer exist. Don't make it too easy for me. This dude's just so darn tanky. Go world, go world, go world. There we go, it's about time. That was scary. Alright, let's go get some pick-me-ups before we fight Gun Yoke. I love a good boss that makes you think, what on earth is this thing even trying to be? Let's get a couple more. Well, just one more is fine. Almost there, team. And here he is, the factory chief. I don't really know the hierarchy of a factory, but I assume the factory chief is higher than the director. I mean, Smithy is supposed to be the boss, right? But I would think that on an actual factory, the smithy of the factory would be kind of one of the lower level guys? I don't know. Breaker beam. A little dramatic, don't you think? Can you not? Are you? I don't suppose you're weak against jump, are you? Not really, but that's fine. Can I scare you guys? I can scare both of you. Handy. Not too bad. We got them on the ropes now. Now that they're terrorized. Although Breaker Beam probably still does a solid amount. Nice. One doofus down. Unfortunate. That's fine. Oops. My bad. Yeah, I guess we might as well use this. I need Malo to heal. In fact, let's keep you terrorized. Yeah, we probably just need to top off with one of these, huh? We could use the FP boost too. Okay. Maybe we didn't need to use the Kiro Cola. But that's fine. Alright. Only one boss left. One more required boss anyway. And it's Smithy. But we still have quite a few side things we still need to do. And I can see that at least being like one, if not two more videos, just to do all of that, because it is quite a bit. But that is a crisis for another time. We'll see how much we get through next time. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.